Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Back to boxing action at Aquinas Institute. The junior middleweight division. In the red corner, we have Steve Yantz, a senior, 17 years old, 152 pounds at a 74-inch reach, 5'10". In the blue corner, we have Penna, also a senior, 17 years old, 160 pounds at a 73-inch reach, and a height of 5'11". In the white shirt, and Penna in the red.
I'm always amazed how many southpaws there are in amateur boxing. A lot of times when these guys turn pro, at least in the old days, they used to turn them around again because it was so awkward to fight. Couldn't get fights as pros, but the amateurs, you got a ton of them.
Jim, why do you figure that a person starts off trying to, box like a southpaw? Is it that they want to use the right hand more than just jab, and that gives them an advantage trying to set themselves up?
Well, I think that they do it because they're basically left-handed, and so their right hand jab is usually their faster punch, and I think that's basically where that comes from. However, a lot of fighters that turn around have been very successful because not only is their left jab their piston punch, but it's also their power punch. Sonny Liston was one of those type of people. But since Marvin Hagler has come about with his southpaw style, left-handers are much more popular, and they don't change them as often as they used to.
They're really feeling each other out at this point.
Yeah.
Haven't thrown too many solid punches. Carmen, how do you see this thing going so far? Just looking at each other, and now there's some leather being thrown. It's Penna with some punches.
The first round, they'll loosen up a little bit. They're a little bit tense right now. They haven't got the distance on each other yet.
Well, they're both seniors, and this is their second year of boxing, so they've at least had a little experience to work with.
Well, they only box once a year, and they're not at it steadily, so it makes a difference. They have to get back in the groove again.
There's the end of the first round. How'd you see that one, Carmen?
I think that was a pretty even round. Neither one of them did much the whole round, just feeling each other out. So I would almost call this an even round.
Well, there's Steve Yantz in the corner getting some instructions, getting a little water from his cornerman.
Cornerman Kevin Farrell. Kevin Farrell was a very good fighter, won a couple of Niagara District Championships. He was in Aquinas grad, went on to St. Martin's to box, and had a pretty good amateur career. Tough boy. But he enjoys being in the corner and helping these youngsters come along. He's always a very strong coach and trainer. A big help to Dominic Arioli here.
Now round two coming up of action with Steve Yantz in the white shirt and Penna in the red shirt. Well, there's a brief timeout.
A little water on the floor here.
They're spilling, it was cleared up here. Have to be careful so nobody slips.
I think that's your coat there.
They're picking up action now.
Yeah, they got loose after the first round. Their instructions were to go out and do some fighting now, so they'll start throwing some punches.
The referee telling he doesn't want the overholding.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled Nicky's head down onto his shoulder right there, and the referee gave him a warning for it.
Oh, slipped one in. that hand out there and push him with it.
Yeah,
He
he's
can get a punch out.
using an old Jack Johnson tactic there, trying to land that right hand. But Steve slipped out of there pretty well. Looks like both these guys are pretty smart kids here.
Jab out there.
He's got a good jab, and coaching staff here says that they like the way he has an ability to land his punches. He's a very precise fighter. But he needs to be a little bit busier. He's been
well, there's 2 rounds coming. How do we see him so far?
Well, you know, they started this round out like they were really going to go at it. That only lasted for about 5 seconds, and then they went into the dancing act again. And I think we still have another pretty even round. What can it be, a 2019 round? Or if not 2020, a draw. So if I was for the fight right now, I'd probably have a draw, 2 even rounds.
well, that's how I have it right now. I got it even.
Well, once again, that's the importance of that 3rd round coming up, the junior middleweight division.
This should determine who the winner is going to be.
Steve Yantz and Nick Penna. There we go, round 3. And it started right off. That's Penna throwing some leather. But Yantz standing right in there.
Well, Nick Penna tried to surprise him a little bit there and kind of caught Steve by surprise, but he's fighting back, and we're going to have a decent round here.
They both know it's a close fight at this point. Shirt, Yantz in the white shirt.
That is a southpaw. The other fellow's confused. He doesn't know what to do with the southpaw. And he doesn't know. You see him sometimes, some of the moves he makes, like he wants to turn southpaw himself. And now he did. He turned southpaw just now.
Well, Penna doesn't seem to want to let that jab out. He kind of pushes his hand.
Yeah, well, he's the aggressor all the way through, though. That makes a difference right there. That'll win the fight for him. And now he's gone to right-handed.
He wants to get that big blow in.
Wow, very, very close and even fight.
The other day.
He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
He's a little more aggressive.
Get around. Jim, quickly, how do you
Well, I'm going to give that to Nick because he was a little more aggressive, and I think he might get the decision on this, but it's an extremely close fight.
Well, that's a Carmen indicated that the aggressiveness would take over here is the deciding factor in the decision.
All the way through, so I don't know how the judges looked at it.
Well, as you said, the aggressiveness should enter into the decision. Then we're going to look at Nick Penna.
That has a lot to do with it, right?
Both boys walking around pretty confident.
I think I've got to get
this is a tough fight to lose.
Well, we're going to lose our broadcasting partner, Carmen Mastilio, is going to go to the ring to make the award. Once again, we call the decision. Well, that was a good fight.
Yeah, you know,
aggressive, but as I say, we're
very close fight, but when in amateur boxing, professional boxing also, when you come down to a fight that's that close, it's going to go to the guy that's a little bit more aggressive. Nobody was really a loser in that fight, but Nick won it.
Well, we have 5 more bouts on the card here. We have a super welterweight coming up.